everybody, to today's matchup. Raiders getting ready to take off against the Wolverines. Ball's being played here. I'm Brad Crandall alongside Cam Crandall, Elsa Sukso on camera. It's a beautiful day out today, 66 degrees. It
is gorgeous today.
Yeah, April 14th, 2025. Let's get ready to play. So, as you can see here, Westwood, nice centering pass there. Raiders able to scoop it up, though. This is going to be John Grammer taking it across that 50-yard plane, passing it, finding Olsen. Olsen down to Fowler behind the net. Fowler pass to Atwood. Atwood looking for some options here. Pass to Sullivan. Sullivan back to Olsen. To Hartnett. Over the side to Fowler. Up to Hart. Hart to Fowler. Fowler on that far side looking like he's going to make a run in. Fowler up, passing off to Sullivan. Sullivan now making a little bit of a run. Getting pushed outside. Good defense there from the Wolverines. Now Olsen with it behind the net. Getting whacked. Up to Simon Hart. Hart gets set. Super quick when he gets going. Simon Hart now running up to the top. Passes Sullivan. Sullivan passing it down to Atwood. Atwood to Olsen. Raiders working the ball very well right now. Just passing it around. Atwood up to Hart. Atwood. Looking around. Sullivan. Sullivan trying to go in. It's pushed back, but oh man, what an opportunity. And Hart was there, and it's going to be white ball. Yeah, he did.
That was a nice effort by the Raiders trying to break through right there.
Yeah, I really like that pass. Tried to find a jumping Hart there. Now you got Sullivan with it on the 10-yard line, near side. Getting whacked. Bringing it up. Still a juke there, trying to go in. Goes in. And what a goal. That was such a nice individual effort there by Grant Sullivan. Gets the Raiders on the board first.
Yeah, that was just nice. Kind of just took number 20 to the inside of the field and then just right outside, took a little hit and found the back of the net. Very, very good play.
Yeah, number 20, Ryan Williams, was doing his best covering him, and Sullivan just took him to town. 1-0. Back at the center there, Hart battling it off, and he's going to get it. Simon Hart now on that far side, dishing it down to Fowler. Fowler getting whacked. Ball loose. Raiders able to scoop it up. Simon Hart on that far side, right around the 23-yard line. Now the 25. He's going to ground it over to Atwood. Atwood now. Cradling the ball. Trying to go in. Atwood going for the front. Oh, my goodness. Not really sure what happened there. Looks like he got hit and the ball just went flying up, or it came out of his stick, kind of weird. But nonetheless, Westwood now with the ball. Westwood. Oh, look at that.
Bobby Olsen getting
Olsen just laying.
Getting his
God.
Team riled up on the sidelines right there, and Atwood coming in to finish the play.
Yeah, Joseph Marshall there for the Wolverines just tried to run the gauntlet through the Raiders, and I think he got hit by everybody in the way and finally got taken out by Atwood.
Yeah, I love the energy from the bench too.
Right.
I think he got a penalty.
Whole lot of bench there for the Raiders.
We got 2 penalties on that, which is unfortunate. Getting the explanation, but I can't hear what the ref is saying.
Yeah, not really sure. I thought that was clean, but it's hard to tell sometimes. Atwood is in the box along with Grant Sullivan.
Yeah. The refs also might just be making a bit of a statement. They don't want it to get too chippy too fast.
Yeah, you know, that is the case sometimes. whether you agree with it or not. Now Wolverines working the ball up here. Doing pretty good, and that one hits off of number 21, Newmarker, and somehow Westwood still comes down with it. Westwood working it up. What a goal. Tic-tac. Number 1 ends up getting that goal.
Another flag thrown by the ref in the corner, too.
William Stuhler.
I think it'll be picked up because of the goal, but I'm not exactly sure.
It was a great pass, too.
Yep. It was wiped out by the goal, though. White, Dover-Sherborn's got to behave a little. Watch those penalties.
Yeah, what a pass, really, too, and what a great goal there from Stuhler. Did you see who passed it? Was that number 26?
I think it was.
Liam Williams, if that's correct.
And he subbed out, too.
And there's a penalty right there. I think it's going to be against it's against Giesen, number 20. Now Westwood working it at the point here. Looked like he was going to wind up, but Westwood now showing that they are pretty good when they have the ball.
Yeah,
Westwood.
tied 1-1 with 8 minutes on the clock in the first quarter right here.
Yeah, he's going back now, passes back to number 21, Martucci. Martucci trying to go in on Giesen. Giesen shoves him out. Passes up there. Another pass. Westwood now trying to get in. Quick passing here. Great defense from the Raiders. Sesselman with it. Gets whacked there. Oh, nice juke there. And number 17 loses the ball. But somehow Wolverines get it back. Now in front. Oh, no. John Grammer had it, but got it whacked loose. And now there's a scrum on the ground. And Grammer gets it. Nice dodge there. Grammer throws it to the open part of the field. And Ronan Richards is going to scoop that up. Great defense from the Raiders. Richards with a nice play there. And Giesen gets it chipped, but gets it back. Oh, it's it taken away again. Atwood comes in, though, and now Sullivan.
Westwood playing very good here. But I think it's...
Yeah, so the ref just came over to the head coach, Dan Morris, and said, if he says one more word, you're getting charged for the penalty.
Ooh.
So...
getting a little heated quick.
Yeah, I don't know if they were talking to a player or Cam Keeley, but... nonetheless, that is a stern warning to the coach for the Raiders.
The temperature's flaring 6 minutes into the game, 1-1.
Yeah, now Simon Hart has it right on the 45-yard line. Right at the end of that S in the logo. He's coming up with it. Pass to Fowler. Fowler over to Hartnett. To Olsen. To Atwood. Atwood back stepping a little bit. Oh, somehow he still has it. Nice handles. Now Olsen with it. Back to Sullivan. Sullivan up to Olsen. Olsen looked like he was going to wound up. Give it to Fowler and an absolute rocket. 2-1 now. Raiders get the lead with that bullet from Fowler. Great pass too from Olsen. He faked that shot, dished it over to Cam, and goalie really didn't have an opportunity to save that.
No, he did not.
6:19 left to go in the first quarter. 2-1. It's the score. And Timothy Malloy now going to take the draw against Simon Hart. And Malloy winning it, but look, Hart's right on his tail. Dishes it off to Fredrickson. Fredrickson on that far side now, the 20-yard line. Passes it behind the goal plane. Westwood working it near side now. Right on the 20-yard line is Martucci. Martucci trying to make a run. Nope. Martucci just kind of chilling there. Simon Hart on him, though.
Yeah, he was patiently waiting for a change on the sideline.
Yes. Martucci passes up. Another pass up. This is going to be Cochran with it, who dished it off to Williams. You got Fredrickson. What an excellent effort there from Fredrickson.
Yeah, that was just some force and strength right there by him. He took on 2 Raiders and still managed to get the shot. Nice under low shot. I was gonna say underhand, but it kind of was.
Yeah, Raiders gonna have to take a extra look there at number 22 and make sure he doesn't do that again.
Speaking of 22, it's 5:22 on the clock, and it is 2-2.
Whole lots of 22s. All right, now ball on the ground. Get ready. This is a nice battle. Simon Hart and Malloy going hard, and Simon Hart gets it. Quickly dishes it up, but it gets knocked loose out of Grammer's stick. Now back to Abstis. Dishing it up. Now you got Grammer with it. Grammer running, passing it to Sullivan. Sullivan back to Fowler. Under 5 to go now in this first quarter. Fowler up by the 30, 35-yard line. Patiently waiting for his sub. Fowler's going to pass to Atwood. Atwood want to make a run. Great defense, though, from the Wolverines. Sullivan out to Fowler. And Fowler just missing the net.
Nice rotation there by Fowler to get the
really nice
open
rotation.
shot. Good passing by the Raiders, too.
Yes. Now Olsen up to, who's that? Number 14, Cavaliero's in the game.
Nice play by, who was that? Number 15. Sam Cochran.
Yeah, Cochran now with it. Still has it going for the net. Going for Abscess and buries. Oh, my goodness. So Westwood now, their first lead of the game.
Yeah, so Cochran, nice little heads-up play when the ball was loose, and he was just playing it kind of, but kept his feet on the right side of the field.
Yeah, he had a nice transition to the net, too. Just really turned on the wheels and was able to sneak one under Abscess's legs.
So a couple goal scorers already on Westwood to watch out for.
Yeah, add him to the list, right?
Exactly.
Okay, now Westwood running it all the way back to their goalie. It's always interesting when you see that. And their goalie, Pollock, really part of this breakout. Now you got Williams passing it. Going behind the net now. This is Fredrickson. Pretty dangerous player. Ronan Richards, though, on him. Fredrickson still has it. Dishes it up to Stuhler. Stuhler to Walsh. Walsh dishing it over to, what's that number? Oh, 21. Martucci. Oh, my goodness. Martucci.
Yeah, unfortunately, Abscess didn't have much to do that. They bounced that perfectly over him. Very good play.
Yeah, and add him to the list too now, I guess. Westwood definitely has some weapons here.
Yeah, they just doubled up on the Raiders. It is now 4-2 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
I did not see that coming.
No, that was a nice little move for sure to find the back of the net. Possession is big, so this face-off by Simon Hart will tell where momentum goes.
Nice play there from Grammer. The ball's Still loose, though. Who's going to be able to jump on it? Fowler does. Pass up to Hart. Climb the ladder for it. Grammer now with it. Back to Hart. Raiders need to get more goals. Hart has it on that far side 40. There was a whistle, and oh my goodness, there was picking off sides or something from the Raiders. And now here we go. Quick transition as this is Williams with it. Williams passes to Roycroft. Roycroft going all the way to the 40. Beyond. Now Raycroft bringing it. Pass behind the net. Fredrickson. Fredrickson trying to go in. What a pass. What a goal. Fredrickson finding, who's that, 29?
Yeah, it was Aaron.
23. No, it wasn't 29.
No.
23. Roycroft.
Yeah, okay.
Assisted by Fredrickson. Yeah, Raiders need to get back in this one now. Started off strong, and now down by 3. 2 minutes left to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, Westwood showing some good strategy over here on offense and finding the back of the net a lot in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah. So Westwood now with it. This will be number 16, Sesselman. Going to the outside. Teddy Olayer on him. Sesselman. Nice little juke move there. Trying to get to the front. And oh my goodness. Top right corner. Sesselman.
And he's a pretty big boy if you can see it out there.
Yeah, he is.
So he's using that size as an advantage for sure.
So, I mean, that was definitely a pretty nice goal there from the midi.
Yeah, 6-2. Wolverines extending their lead and showing a bit of dominance in the last only 3 minutes. Like, it's been a quick
crazy
turn of the game, I tell you.
And there's something about this Westwood team, too, is they really share the scoring. That's 6 goals from 6 different people.
That's great teamwork, as you like to see it.
Yeah, for sure. But unfortunately, they're the opposite team.
Yes. We are DSC TV, and we film Dover-Sherborn games.
Exactly. So do you love to see it? Probably not.
Want to see a good comeback.
Yes, there you go. Westwood now working the ball around the net and going in a pretty decent circle here as the ball is now Williams' stick up by the 40, the 35, the 30. Shot, good save.
Way to track that one.
And look at that. Good hustle from Grammer, and it's going to be Raider ball.
It was a much-needed save right there.
Yeah, it was. All right, Grammer now trying to get in. Dishes it off to Sen. Sen now to Atwood. Atwood gets it chipped away by Hancock, and it's going to be Wolverines' ball. Wilson now. Wilson. He has 36 seconds to work with. Harting it on him. Williams.
That's
Oh, no,
Grammer
it's
on
not
him.
even Williams anyway. And what a rip there by Roycroft. He gets his second of the game.
Well, I thought they were going to actually use a little bit more time and get like one of the last shots of the game, but he saw his opportunity and he shot quick. There's 20 seconds left in the first quarter now. And
Yeah, what a shot.
just taking it away from the Raiders right now. We need a big second quarter.
And can Hart get to it? Almost does, and I think it's going to be Westwood ball.
Yeah, he sadly tossed it out of bounds.
Westwood now has Malloy with the ball right on the sideline, covered by Hart. Malloy up to Walsh. Walsh. A few good moves there. Walsh fires a nice save by Archie. Apsis now hucks it down the field. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So, at the end of the first quarter, 7-2 is your score.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 230,000 participants here in Massachusetts who take part in high school sports.
All right, we're back with some audio here as the Raiders are in their huddles. Westwood already on the field.
It's a good time to advertise Instagram, Dover-Sherborn, or DS Cable TV, sorry. That is the title, the tag. And we always try to get some good highlights of the game as long as we have the staff.
Yes. So 12 minutes on the clock now. Second quarter action about to begin. Hart getting ready to take this draw once again against Timothy Malloy. And Hart winning this one. Hart now looks like he has the wheels on as he sprints by Malloy and the ref. Passes to Sullivan. Sullivan getting hacked. Williams covering him. Sullivan, nice turn there. Trying to get by Williams. Sullivan now, good little sprint going. Passes up to Hart. Hart to Fowler. Back to Hart. Hart, nice juke move, gets in, and what a save. Big save there from Pollock.
Yeah,
I thought it was a great play.
It was shot, unfortunately, at Pollock.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, great save. I don't want to take it away from him, but not the best shot from Hart. An amazing effort to get the shot, though.
Yeah, it was his offhand, too. So, sometimes you go in, switch that hand, and
not the shot that, yeah, exactly.
But now Martucci has the ball on that far side 30-yard line, covered by Grammer. Martucci just taking his time over there, waiting for the sub. And here comes Greg Walsh. Walsh passes off to Sesselman. Sesselman over in the corner to Stuhler. Stuhler back behind to Frederick. Fredrickson, I mean. Frederick, nice swim move there going around, and that shot or pass goes wide.
I think it was a pass.
Yeah, he might have been looking for Cochran.
Would have been a wide open shot for Cochran if he could have just somehow gotten it.
Yeah, Martucci now. Trying to get past Grammer. Grammer, good defense. Grammer keeping him to the outside. Pass it off to Walsh. Walsh, quick pass to Sesselman. Sesselman's going to wind up and goes wide and too far to the right. But Cochran was on the sideline, and it's still going to be Westwood ball. Cochran now. New marker, keeping him to the outside. Good stuff there. Oh, a great save from Apsis. But quick, surprising shot, too. This ball now is in the stick of Sen. Sen back to Krellin. Krellin over to Newmarker. Bo fires it over to Atwood and goes past everybody. It's going to be Wolverine ball now. Walsh has it. Walsh passing it over to Stuhler. Stuhler to Fredrickson. Fredrickson passes over. And now the ball is in the center. Going in here. Bunch of Raiders. Good coverage here. Westwood working the ball up top. And that shot from Martucci gets deflected. And whose ball is it? It's going to be Wolverines. Walsh passes down. It's Fredrickson going behind the net. Fredrickson getting pushed out from Ronan Richards. Great defense there from him. They pass it up, though. And this is Williams with it. Williams stepping back a bit. Quick pass up. And going in. Taking some hits, too, as that one hits the post. Nice shot there from Greg Walsh.
Yeah, Westwood is playing great position because they keep on getting the ball, too.
Yeah, it's just grinding away. And you got Martucci in the corner with it. Bo Newmarker covering him. Martucci going up. Great play there from the Wolverines, but didn't really go anywhere because Grammer and Newmarker. Yeah, Grammer, not Grammer. Doing a good job on defense. Roycroft, quick pass to Fredrickson. Fredrickson up top to Williams. 7:30 left to go in this half. 7-2 is the score. Raiders are down. Williamson, pass over, and working the ball around pretty well right now. But Richards did not get loose for a quick second. Stuhler, though, somehow got it. And, oh my gosh, Rocket goes top left in the soccer goal.
Yeah, that was a very good shot. Well, hard shot,
From
let's say.
Liam Williams. But Cochran is in the corner, and now Fredrickson missing the net on that. Raiders getting a little lucky here on a bunch of
I
missed
was going to
net.
say, Westwood's making it look like Raiders are down a guy or something.
Yeah, I know. A whole lot of green out here. We're not talking about the field, the turf.
Or money.
Exactly. Now ball's up to Roycroft. Roycroft passing it to Fredrickson. Fredrickson back to Cochran. And now the ball is in the stick of Roycroft again. Roycroft now trying to get in. Oh, goes in. Good pass there, and what a goal. Roycroft finds Cochran. And that's the first score of the quarter.
Yeah, took almost 6 minutes to strike in the second quarter, and it was Westwood to find that one, extending the lead now by 6, 8-2. Raiders really just got to get back to where they started, where it was 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, you know. It was neck and neck. They were answering each other back and forth.
Yeah, they were. Now Malloy with it. Getting attacked from Hart. And it's going to be a timeout. Timeout Green. This team is coached by Todd Zaharak. So we will be back momentarily with some commentary after this timeout. All right, both teams taking the field again. 6:13 left to go in this half. 2-8 is the score. Raiders need to come up with an answer. It's Greg Walsh, number 17, with it on the 40, passing it off to Fredrickson. Fredrickson goes behind the net to Cochran. Cochran passes up to number 21, Martucci. Martucci has it on the 20, or right close to. Covered by Geeson. Martucci trying to bring it in. Geeson kind of jumped on top of him. Geeson, a few good hacks. Martucci somehow gets the shot off with that good defense, and it's another one.
So does any of them have hat tricks, or are they just now getting their seconds? Because I know you've said that name a couple times.
Yeah, that's his second.
Okay.
Yeah, they're starting to get their seconds, Cam.
Yeah, they're like you said earlier, they're well-rounded team. Like everybody getting some goals.
It's actually crazy. I don't think I've ever seen such a well-rounded team with sharing goal scoring. Usually it's like one player already has a few or whatever, or two players have majority of the goals, but
yeah, saying it's 9-2.
No hat tricks. Hart, though, coming down. Oh, I think that might have been a save by Polak.
Yeah, but saying it's 9-2, if it was the roles reversed, I would think our Raiders would have a couple hat tricks.
Yeah, I
like
think
you
you're
said.
right. Like Sullivan or Fowler.
Yes.
Yeah, they are the main Raider goal scorers, I would say.
And I know Fowler has one of the ones today.
Yeah, no, and Sullivan has the other one.
Exactly.
So Simon Hart now with it. He can score too, and good save though from Pollock. Pollock or Polak, I don't know.
So we had a Justin Polak on our hockey team.
Yeah.
It was spelled the same.
And good stuff there though from Williams getting around Olsen. Williams passes to Martucci. Martucci being watched by Olayer. Gets the ball up to Walsh. Walsh trying to shake Atwood. Gets by him. And quick defense, though, from Richards. But Wolverine still on the doorstep. And, oh, my goodness, that was Walsh.
That was a nice little highlight, I got to admit, by Walsh to open up the space. He just spin off.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Found in that top left corner. And
yeah, he left Atwood reaching and just unfortunately spun him out of his shoes for a second.
Yep. Poor Archie in the net right now.
Yeah, really getting tested. Good practice right now. It's a game.
Getting a little hung out to dry.
Yeah, it's 10-2.
So the thing about the big goal differential, I've said this before, but if they're up by 12 at the fourth quarter, you run the clock. So gotta wait till the fourth quarter, though. Till then, these teams can just run up the score. Williams now bring it to the center. Quick pass off and a little fake move there. Fredrickson getting shoved outside by Richards. Fredrickson, though, coming back for more. Quick centering pass and finding Williams. And what a goal.
So, does the coach start thinking of putting in the other goalie? Is my question. Do we have another goalie? That's a question that I don't actually. I know it's number 50.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, it is number 50. It's Dylan Daly.
Okay, Dylan Daly. Do we get to see Daly? The Westwood extended their lead again to 9 now. It is 11-2. Raiders looking to answer.
Yeah. And let's hope they do. This is Fowler now. Fowler up to Atwood. Atwood getting chased down. A little separation though. Now Sullivan with it. Sullivan on that far side 20. Good defense though from number 20, Williams. And yikes. Now you got Westwood coming the other way pretty quickly. Speedy guy, number 23, Roycroft.
Ooh, agile too.
Oh, what a
great save.
Oh my goodness, that might have been the
Archie
save of the game.
Abs is jumping with them and everything.
Roycroft showing off some serious skills there.
And Raiders, unfortunately, give it away.
Yeah, that would have been his hat trick, but he got robbed.
Abs, this has to be a little disappointed after making a huge save like that, not having the ball.
You know, you play these good teams throughout the year. You got a nice turnover though from Sullivan. Sullivan now got his pocket picked by Hancock. Now you got Zampini, and a flag goes up. It's going to be against Grammer.
Gramer,
yeah, 4 for a push. He's going to be going to that box.
Is it going to be a 30-second?
You know, it's frustrating. You know, you started off with that 3-man hit with the Raiders, and you had all the momentum at that point, and they gave you a double penalty for it, and then Westwood got on the board and just hasn't stopped.
Yeah,
Westwood working the ball around. Moving the ball around pretty well. That one almost got by Roycroft, but he picks it up. Roycroft, Archie with another big save there.
Like you said, though, that was a big game tilt, momentum switch. But that was so early in the game. You would hope the Raiders were going to bounce back a lot faster than they have so far.
Yeah, it's true. And what an absolute laser beam by Williams. And
yeah, I'm glad that didn't hit Archie because that would have hurt.
And believe it or not, we still do not have a hat trick. Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is some really impressive stuff by Westwood. So I keep saying this, but extending their lead again to 10. It is 12-2 with 1:25 left in the first half. And there's no hat tricks yet.
It's like insane. I'm like looking at my numbers. I'm like, how can this be correct? But it is. Oh, Fowler now with it behind the net. Fowler, nice goal. They needed that.
A big one right there.
Yeah.
And that was their first goal of the second quarter.
Yes, it was. Coming with only 1:11 left in it. 3-12 is now the score. That's his second of the game.
Yeah, I mean, we could have Raiders get the first hat trick of the game and still be down by 8 points.
I know. Pretty crazy.
We just need a serious run, though, just like Westwood have. If Raiders can go on a 10 point tilt.
This could be it. Looks like they've woken up.
It only starts with one, and
Yep.
then it keeps coming.
Olsen with it behind the net now. Running up to the front, but decides better. Oh, my goodness. Great stick, though, but it's still going to be Raider ball. That was Harvey getting a stick on it. Fowler now bringing it in. Fowler, quick pass. Oh, the pass gets away from him. Sullivan doesn't have a long pole, so he couldn't reel it in. But look at that. Great positioning, though, from the Raiders. Hartnett now in the corner.
So 40 seconds left on this in this first half.
Great pass. Now Sullivan in front, and what a save from Pollock. And Pollock gets hit outside of the circle. Oh, never mind. That was somebody else.
I think Raiders are going to get another take.
Sullivan. With 25 seconds left, Sullivan has it on the 40-yard line, past to Fowler. Fowler now ready to go in. Fowler, a little juke there. Fowler can shoot from that far. Does have a rocket. Cavallero with it to Sullivan. Sullivan gets it knocked loose. Fantastic defense.
Yeah, 3 Westwood Wolverines on him to just...
Yeah, number 10,
Stop
Ryan Owens, just laid a shoulder on him and got that ball loose. So, at the end of the half, Raiders 3, Wolverines 12. All right, welcome back, folks, to some second half action. 12 minutes on the clock. We're getting ready to start this third quarter. Now I got Cam Crandall on the camera, temporarily. Yeah, I'm Brad Crandall. Let's get ready to play some lacrosse, or watch some lacrosse. All right, Hart once again taking the draw against Timothy Malloy. Let's see if the Raiders can come back in this one. Down by 9. All right, ball is in the stick of Hart for a second. Yep. Hart now, that far side. Stops, goes the other way. Passes up to Fowler. DS doing a change right now. Now Atwood picks it up. Atwood gets it poked loose by Hancock. Ball is down. Oh, goes through Olsen. Olsen gets shoved, but Olsen's still fighting in it. Both teams just in this scrum right now. And who comes out with it? Westwood, Williams. Williams now up the sideline. Fowler over him, trying to swing at him. Hart swinging on him. Somehow he still has it in his stick and dishes it off. Great breakout play there from Williams. Now Sesselman has the ball, passes down to Cochran, to Fredrickson. Goes wide out to Stuhler. Stuhler still has it. Passes off to Sesselman. And they're just working the ball around. They got a lot of time to kill. Fredrickson coming around. Nice pass to Cochran, and Westwood picking up where they left off. Yeah, that was just real nice there. Wolverines just have had their foot on the gas ever since the
And I am back
penalty
on Color and Instagram. That's DS Cable TV. You can see some highlights.
Yes, Cam Crandall back on the headset and Instagram, as he said.
Elsa Sukso on the camera.
Yes. All right, ball on the ground, fighting for possession. Westwood comes down with it again. Quick pass back, and good stuff there from Roycroft. And a penalty goes up against the Raiders. Roycroft goes behind the net, and it goes past Fredrickson.
I think he's calling Geeson for that one, maybe. Geeson on the hack, on the slash, maybe. I'm not even sure. Oh, Sullivan.
Yep, Sullivan in the penalty box.
Sorry, Geeson.
Roycroft's going to roll it over to number 26, Williams. Williams now passes up. Working the ball around. Now it's in Fredrickson's stick. He goes behind the net with it. Up to Williams, up to Walsh. So Williams goes high and, high and away.
Just high and over.
Yeah. Okay, Westwood still looking for the first hat trick of the game. And what an absolute rocket there from Williams, and pretty sure he just got it. Yes, he did. Williams with his third goal of the game.
Yeah, big shots. Nice power play by Westwood, and unfortunately, Raiders could not weather that storm.
Yeah, I don't think you can afford to take penalties against these guys.
No, and Westwood gets I think their biggest lead of the day with 11. It is now Raiders 3, Wolverines 14.
And Wolverines pick up this draw. That's Malloy, a little spin move there on Olsen. Great breakout play there. Now you got Williams, fires it, missing the net.
Wow, that ball is going to third base in the baseball field, if not went all the way home.
Yeah, Ryan Williams, the defenseman, even looking for some score sheet action.
I love seeing the long stick defenseman trying to shoot, though.
Yeah, Fredrickson running around and high and wide. Yeah, I know, right? When you see the defenseman with the long stick come down and get one.
I think last year it was Dylan Rogers that was pretty good at that one.
Oh, yep. All right, Westwood now trying to go in. Grammer keeps him back in. Look at that. Good stuff there from Geeson, but somehow Westwood still has it. I think Easton's going to get charged with that one. Felix Geeson, a wrecking ball, whether it's hockey or lacrosse.
Yeah, I'd love to see him on the two blades.
Yeah, he's
great
a big
on
boy.
ice.
He's very strong.
Not to
and,
take away from him on turf.
He's very strong, and he never shies away from a hit. So he's heading to the box now.
I don't know if I jinxed him, but because when it was Sullivan, I said Geeson to the box.
You jinx.
Yeah.
Okay, Westwood passing it around now behind Abstis. There's a Fredrickson up. Fredrickson! Oh, and that one hits the post after hitting some players in front. Newmarker on it, and he scoops it up. Getting shoved, though. Newmarker, great balance. Finds Kramer. Kramer now with a good run. Breaking it out. Kramer, spin move. Kramer looking for an option.
Yeah, he doesn't have many options. There you go. Open it up. Nope. Infraction.
Oh, good stuff from Olsen. Now Kramer has it. Back to Olsen. Olsen passes it to Sullivan, and what a save, and a flag comes out.
Yeah.
Unnecessary roughness from number 17, Greg Walsh.
Refs took exception to that hit right there. And Raiders looking to do something with their first power play.
.804 left to go in the third quarter, 14-3.
Actually, it's not quite a power play yet because Geeson is still in the box.
Yes. Atwood with it. The 30, passes up to Fowler, who's on the 35, running it towards the 30, that far side. Passing down. Now Atwood with it again. Pass to Olsen. Olsen goes behind the net to Sullivan. Sullivan to Hart. Up. Hart now. Back to Atwood. Atwood. Westwood doing a good job keeping him out of the box. Harting it. Up to Fowler. Fowler. Very dangerous shots. Atwood to Sullivan. Sullivan to Olsen. Raiders really trying to get in a good position. Westwood not giving them much. Hart running towards the middle. Tried to force a pass to Fowler. Somehow Fowler gets it and buries. Fowler gets his hat trick here in the third quarter.
Yeah, so he what was that? 6 minutes and 39 seconds into the third quarter, he gets his hat trick. 14-4. Raiders down by 10.
Yeah, you know, I didn't like the forced pass, but I mean, I like the goal. So
Yeah, he was able to handle it. So
hey, it worked out. Good assists by Hart.
yeah.
He knew it was going in the whole time. Malloy now winning a draw. Passes back. Westwood trying to break it out. Gonna use his feet and does. And yeah, Sagbini. Richards hits it, and now it goes in the stick of Fiore. Fiore tries to find Weitzman, and now in the stick of Geeson. Geeson, great pass to Olsen. Wonderful stuff there from the Raiders.
That's just what you want to see too. Some back-to-back action with some goals. Just keep that coming.
Yeah, for sure.
Great play all around, open. Bobby Olson was wide open in the end.
Yeah. Wheatsman making a good pass too, breaking it out, and yeah, fantastic stuff from Geeson and Olson, who finished it. Yeah, you know, you got to give credit to Timothy Malloy. He has been just playing excellent on the draw.
Yeah, he's a face-off, get-off type of player. I'm pretty
Is
sure.
he? No, he's not.
No?
No,
Oh.
he played.
All right, sorry about that.
Pretty sure he does. Is he off?
Thought so.
No, he's on. No. I don't know. Now you got me confused, Cam.
Westwood working it around.
Yeah,
Raiders just trying to break it up, and they did.
Yeah, he is off, so.
Yeah, he is.
I'm pretty sure I have seen him play.
I think. I don't want to be wrong here, folks, but I thought he was. And nonetheless, it's a big thing in lacrosse.
Yeah. Sen now running it. Absorbs a check. Sen still has it. Sen could have probably took it all the way. He's getting hacked. Pass off to Sullivan. Sullivan. Pass over to Hart. Hart trying to get in. Hart, good pass to Olsen. Olsen. Oh, look at this. Almost. Caballero
Yeah,
snuck
Polak
in.
couldn't handle it.
Yeah, great defense on Olsen, though. Because Olsen doing a good job getting open. That could have been a goal. Great pass from Sullivan, and Fowler gets hit. Ball loose in front. Look at that. Olsen comes in, but
I think that was Hancock with the hit.
yeah, Polak passing out to number 16, Sesselman. Dished off to Fredrickson. Fredrickson. Oh, that ball goes through, and Sullivan passes it to Abstis. Gets it to Sullivan. And then Hart passes it to Abstis.
Yeah.
This ball goes in the stick of Fowler. Fowler on the 40-yard line, far side. Yeah, he just told his teammate to get back there, let the midi come. Fowler trying to go in, get his 4th goal. Great pass to Olsen, and Olsen, I don't know if he missed that or if that was a save.
I think he just shot wide, unfortunately.
3:17 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 5-14 is the score.
You know, Raiders starting it from the corner and working it.
Yep, Harting it back to Olsen. Olsen, centering pass. Fowler thought about it, pass to Atwood. Atwood. Pass it back to Sullivan, to Fowler. Fowler looking to wind up there and just missing the net, but Olsen in a good position. It's still going to be Raider ball. Under 3 minutes now to go in this quarter. Atwood, Sullivan, Fowler, Hartnett, Fowler. Fowler trying to go in. And does. Good save, though, from Polak. I don't think Fowler got as much as he wanted to on that shot.
No, but Polak tracked it the whole way either way.
He did.
It was a pretty good save. But yeah, Fowler would have had to put a lot more zing on that one.
And, this one snuck by, and quick goal from Frederickson.
That is a hat trick for Frederickson.
Yes, I believe it is.
Yeah, I think they're going to... No? That's only a second?
It's only a second.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty insane, but he's had a lot of
helpers, for sure. So it is 15-5. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Now, if Westwood gets a lead of 12 or more, the fourth quarter will be running. Running time, that is. These boys are always running, as you can see.
Sure, Malloy wins that one. Westwood has really been winning the best of the faceoffs. And it's showing on the scoreboard. Pass up there. Now you got Stuhler dishing it up to Malloy. 17 to Malloy. Walsh is 17. Walsh now with it. Pass it down. Working it behind the net. Frederickson, quick pass up, and great last-minute defense there from Geeson. Makes that shot go high.
Yeah, that was a heads-up play to interrupt that. That was an easy goal almost.
Yeah, Stuhler had it right in front. It was an easy goal. All right. Stuhler passes up, though, to number 26, Williams. Covered by Geeson.
1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
Go behind the net. Just going to milk out the clock, it looks like, or wait for this last shot.
Yeah, he's waiting until he gets pressured a little.
All right, Williams trying to run in. Great defense from Geeson, though. Quickly up, and absolute rocket from Frederickson. And
that's his hat trick,
that
folks.
Is his hat trick.
Wow, Frederickson.
Yeah, you know, Frederickson's having a great game. He's all over the score sheet.
He's definitely got to be a captain in my mind. I don't know if it says it on there.
It doesn't.
Yeah, they don't have captains on the roster.
But I would think so, too. Troy
by the way,
Frederickson,
he's
the senior.
Yeah, playmaker, goal scorer. He's got multiple talents.
I would say so.
Ready? Does this face-off guy get off? I'm pretty sure he does.
Nope, he's on right. Let's see. Oh.
He went with the momentum there, folks.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you guys, 3 usually runs for the sidelines.
I don't know. He was in last time. He's still in, Cam.
All right. Maybe it's a 50-50.
No, I think he's just, I don't know.
I saw him exit the field a couple times, so.
Well, he's their face-off guy. Maybe he runs off when it's not his line out there.
Yeah.
The middies.
Yeah.
Abscess heaves it down the field. Oh, Olsen almost getting to it. And it's 5, 4, 3. All right, so 3.8 on the clock.
And Westwood has the ball.
Yeah. Heaves it. What a rip.
Whoa.
Almost on net.
Just wide.
Absolute heave-ho there by Kyle Harvey, number 24. Luckily missing the net.
Yeah, but finishing the third quarter, Westwood with a lead of 11, 16-5 being the score.
Hey guys, Private Chef Matt here. Just want to let you know I'm dropping some of my favorite recipes. If you want to like and subscribe, that'd be great. Appreciate it. Fix this up. Oh, so good. Easy, speezy, lemon, squeezy. These are so good, by the way. This is some top quality soup. There we go. No one else is here. This is a random person handing me
Okay, 12 minutes on the clock here. Raiders defense taking the field. And their offense. Timmy Malloy taking the draw now this time against Weitzman. Weitzman takes him out, but it's going to be Westwood ball. Roycroft now with it. Roycroft dangerous, can go inside pretty well. Cochran back to Fredrickson to Stuhler. Stuhler up to Sesselman. Passes back to Roycroft. Olayer covering him right now. Cochran, Fredrickson, Stuhler, Walsh. Walsh trying to bring it in. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that was dangerous. Stuhler just missing on that one.
Kramer stumbling, but he seems to be fine.
Yeah,
I think he was just tripping on some turf pellets, maybe.
Something. Olayer now trying to bring it out. Gets shoved by Cochran, but still has it. He is a...
That's the running back speed.
It's a running back. Can't take him out too easily. Now you got Olsen. Olsen, look at that, ducking and diving, but loses his stick. It's going to be
Westwood.
Yep.
That was a nice little effort. Good defense.
I think timeout.
Yeah,
too.
I think it was timeout. So, was it timeout Westwood, or who's coming back with possession?
I think it was timeout Westwood because they had the ball, but not really sure. So 10:52 left to go in this game. 5-16. Raiders are down.
Yeah, need a goal in less than a minute per to come back.
Absolute gorgeous day out though still. You know, these 66-degree days after a bunch of cold ones feel like they're like 70.
Oh, yeah.
Start feeling like you go to the beach.
I mean, the difference is everyone's out here in shorts versus long pants and such, or jackets on the sidelines, all of it. Immediately, that sun feels powerful.
You know what's funny? And then when it's hot and it becomes 66, you're like, oh, it's cold. I need a sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah. When people from Florida come here, you're crazy. Or once you get used to it.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Oh, it's Raider. So that was Raider timeout. Hart with it. Pass off to Fowler. Fowler over to Sullivan. Sullivan to Atwood. Atwood back to Hart up top. To Fowler. Fowler to Hartnett. Down to Olsen. And Raiders just working the ball around. They are pressed for time, though. Working it. Now we got Hartnett up to Fowler. Fowler to Atwood. Good stick check, though, from number 5, Hancock. And somehow the Raiders still get it back. Atwood on that far side. Little run. Gets averted. Passes Sullivan. Hart to Fowler. Fowler goes behind the net to Olsen. Olsen to the far side, Atwood up to Hart. Fowler dribbles it. Working the ball around like they have a lot of time.
I mean, good fundamentals here. They haven't dropped it.
Yeah. And look at that. Nice passing, and Olsen finds Sullivan. And hey, it worked, right?
Yeah. It took a little more time than you would have wanted,
Like 3
because
minutes.
well, it
No.
took like 2. Yeah. And that's just where, unfortunately, Raiders don't have the type of time like that.
No,
But it was a good all-around effort and a good goal.
yes, it was.
So we like seeing that. And right now, this is kind of when you're down by 10 points, you got to win the rest of the game. You might not actually win the game, but as long as you win the rest,
Hart
you
gets
feel pretty good.
knocked over by Sesselman.
Ref had a flag down.
Hart coming to the sideline. He's probably gassed. He's on the ground, though. Hopefully he's not injured.
Oh, he did that last time when he went to the sidelines. He went straight to, I don't know if it's just,
Might have a headache or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know he's not tired because he's a soccer player and they run so much. So I don't think it has anything to do with the endurance.
yeah, he's probably one of the best staminas out there,
Yeah.
being the quickest on the soccer main attacker.
So Olsen now with it, passes back to Sullivan. Raiders came out here looking like a new team. Hart in it now to Fowler. Fowler had an opening. What a save from Pollock.
Yeah, big save. With the man in the box, Westwood.
Sullivan tries to hit him, but somehow, look at this guy, Malloy.
Still working around everyone. Timeout, Westwood.
Yep.
Wow.
So 8:26 to go, 6-16. Raiders still down, but gonna get to talk it over a bit.
Yeah, I do find it interesting though how in girls lacrosse versus boys lacrosse, if they had this lead of 10, any point in the game it would be running clock. And for the boys, it's strictly the fourth quarter and it has to be 12 points, not 10. So where's this equality in Title IX there?
I don't like that,
Because I feel
honestly.
like
I want a 10
boys aren't
goal.
going to come back if they're down 10. What's 12
I
in
want
my
a-
book?
Yeah, no, I agree. I want a 10-goal running clock for either gender.
Yeah, I mean it's like if you're down 10, not that you can't come back, but how often does that actually happen?
Uh-huh.
Like this is high school lacrosse. I mean, where's the equality in rules? Just that part. I'm not saying the girls need to start checking. I'm not saying anything like that, unless that's what you want to advocate for. But I just
girls check.
yeah, I just want to see
Same sticks.
a little
same-
bit of running
The
clock.
thing that gets
and,
me, Cam, the most, I think, is field hockey. How you can't be a lefty.
oh well, I'm a lefty in hockey and baseball, so that's definitely something I don't agree with.
Grinds your gears.
Yes.
Williams with it now. On that side, Geeson on him. Williams up to the 40, almost the 45. Passing off to Walsh. Walsh goes back to Fredrickson. 8 minutes now left to go in the game. Fredrickson, swim moves, passes up. Williamson running back to safety. Fredrickson on the side. Looking like he's going to try to make a run. Good push, though. Nice defense from Richards and Sen. Here we go. Krellin.
Has to do some fancy footwork and stick handling to get that ball safely away from them.
Yes, now you got Geeson with the ball. Geeson now making a run. Geeson steamrolls. Up, lose the ball. Here we go. Now you got Walsh running down that far side. New marker on him, though. Just going to make him pass back to Cochran. Cochran up to Roycroft. Roycroft waiting for Williams to check back in. No, actually, that's, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Great passing. Williams finding, what was that, Fredrickson?
I think so. And Westwood just keep doing what they're doing. I mean, can't be stopped. 6:48 left in this game. Leads back to 11. Wolverines 17. Raiders 6. It's just a tough game. I'm going to go back to saying, like, it should be running clock, folks. If you have any say of this in any sort of MIAA pull, folks, please, please. 10 points.
Listen to the DS announcers.
Yes, we've seen plenty of this sport for years. We'll even ask Coach Mack if you want an experienced voice on it.
Who knows? You know, Coach might not want that, so they can come back in the game.
Well, I just would ask how many times do they come back?
Right.
You know, something of that sort. Like, show me some stats, folks.
And that ball gets lost in the sun as Cochran didn't see it. Now Newmarker has it in the corner. Newmarker heaves it all the way down to Hart. Oh, it gets by him. But luckily Weissman is there. Weissman passed to Olsen. Olsen with some speed. Passing it to Hart. Hart finds Weitzman as he was going to run back on sides. They're like, no, you stay on offense for now.
He just wanted to get in there a little more.
Yep.
Maybe he gets the assist. Who knows?
Right. Now Atwood come back into the play. Hart, and it passes to Hart. Passing off to Fowler. Fowler. Nice move there, little trying to get in. That's a big man, though, number 24, Kyle Harvey.
Yeah, I was going to say Harvey playing.
He's
big.
He's a giant.
Yes, he is. He is a big boy out there.
A giant amongst men. Oh, look at that. Atwood gets taken out. Not really even sure what happened there. And Olsen's in the bottom of a pile somehow. Oh, look at that.
He's okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that was good. Good sportsmanship, Westwood. Multiple hands to help up Olsen right there.
Not enough hands to go in there. Yeah, the whole team helped him up. It was great sportsmanship.
A little shaken up.
Atwood now in the far side, scooping up the ball right around that 15-yard line, walking up towards the 20.
5:15 on the clock. Westwood has a penalty for 1 minute on that one.
Yep, that would be Martucci in the invisible box. Hartnett has it. He's passed back to Sullivan. Sullivan passes Hart. Hart up to Sullivan. Sullivan, nice pass, finds Olsen, and what a goal. Olsen had a great game.
Yeah, and you love to see that too, because he just got hit pretty good play right before, and now he's putting it in the net.
Yeah.
So 7-17 is your score right now with just under 5 minutes.
Yep, looks to me like we might play this whole thing out without running clock at this point.
Yes, I think you are right on that.
Which, I mean, be honest with you, it's not great for us.
No, it's tough to keep some commentary going if it's a rough game. But these boys are playing hard.
Yeah, they are.
So it's just though, it's that like, you know, what is that, dead air that you want to fill. And that's why we brought up the running time about the girls and the boys in comparison. And it's something that's been on my mind, folks, if you couldn't tell.
Every game that this happened. Oh, what a pass from the goalie. Right to the stick of Martucci. Martucci on that far side running down.
Yeah, he got right out of the box and just caught the pass.
Now this one goes up to Cochran. Cochran up to Walsh. Walsh trying to get by Gramer. And nice pass in front, and Archie gets it. That could have been dangerous if Wachab could have got a stick on it. Gramer up. Oh, that pass gets a little away from his intended target, Fiore, but Fowler has it. Fowler right in the middle here. Fowler, swim move. Fowler coming in. Oh, just high. What a opportunity, though, and almost a highlight goal.
Yeah, kind of stick-handled through everybody, or cradled through.
Yeah.
A couple swim moves thrown in there, like you said. Just shot high. All right, ball's loose at the 35.
And Richards trying to get it. It's tough with that long stick sometimes. Walsh has it now. Walsh swim moves, still has it. Passes down to Stuhler. Stuhler on that close side, 20. Stuhler gets loose. But now you got Kreller on him. Krellin. All right. Martucci grounds it over to Roycroft. Roycroft looking like he's going to make a run. Roycroft coming in. Roycroft hits the post.
Oh, yeah, you heard that one.
2:31 now left to go in the game. 7-17.
So I meant to say this earlier, but so Stuhler is, there's two Stuhlers out there. One is Jack Stuhler, a senior, and the other is William, a sophomore. William's number 1, and Jack is number 12.
Now you got Rader running it down. This would be Sen. Sen passes off to Sullivan. Sullivan back to Olsen. Olsen looking for his hat trick here. Olsen, oh, the pass to Fowler gets away. And it's going to be a Wolverine ball. Getting hassled here. Great defense from Richards. And you got Sullivan. Oh. I don't know if that was a save or not.
I couldn't quite see if Pollock got a stick on it.
Pollock has it though. He's going to dish it off to Harvey, the big man. Be back to Pollock. Pollock goes far side to Hancock. Hancock dishes it off to number 23, Roycroft with some moves, but then dishes it to Martucci, who's bringing it. Martucci gets stood up by Gramer. 1:11 left to go in this game.
Nice little one-on-one by Gramer right here.
Yeah.
He made him back off and everything.
Now Cochran back to Stuhler.
1 minute left in this game.
Yep, Stuhler finds Sesselman. Sesselman trying to make a run here. Spin pass up to Roycroft, and what a goal. Sesselman to Roycroft.
Lead is back to 11. 44.5 seconds on the clock. Raiders 7, Wolverines 18.
Yep.
Dominating this one. It's just a bit of a learning curve for the Raiders. Some tape to watch and see how you beat them next time. Like you said, there's a lot of players on Westwood. A lot of ones that can score.
Yep.
Hard to cover them all.
Yeah, and you know what, Ashley? That's Roycroft's hat trick. Westwood working the ball still. Behind the net, trying to break off Richards. Has it up. Walsh, oh, and
He got stood up on the shot.
Sagbini absolutely stood up.
So 5 seconds left. I think they're just going to let it tick.
Yep, and that's all she wrote, folks.
So a frustrating game for the Raiders.
Yeah. And final score. Raiders 7. Westwood Wolverines 18. You know, Raiders started off great, you know, and then the Wolverines just
Took it away.
Yeah, they did.
Kept going. I mean, like I said, this is a game to rewatch and learn from. As they played a good team.
Yes, exactly. It's a learning game for sure. So, anyways, thanks for watching. I'm Brad Crandall, alongside Cam Crandall on the color and Instagram, and on camera Elsa Sukso. Thanks for watching.